Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Imani here. So today we will be doing a review of the newest Fenty Beauty skin tint. It's called Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. So Fenty Beauty dropped 25 shades of this skin tint, and y'all know I had to run to Sephora to get this drop so that I could review it for y'all and just try it out. Like, I was excited. Why I was mostly excited is because skin tints, tinted moisturizer, serum foundations, they're all very dewy. And from the reviews that I have done recently, you could see that they're not oily skin approved, okay? Though I like them, we look like greasy, we look crazy. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, something for the oily girls. Yes, thank you. So I'm really excited to do this review. Y'all know how it goes. We're gonna wear it for 4+ hours. I probably am gonna be wearing it much longer than that today. And yeah, we'll see how many stars we give it at the end. You know, if this is your first time watching the beat, welcome. And if this is not your first time, you already know what it is, okay? But I also want to say that the shade will be in the title. It's also going to be in the description, and all the other foundation shades that match me are also in my description. So if you want to know if we're shade twins or like where I fall in the spectrum, please look in the description box. I take a lot of time to fill that out, so yeah. Also, everything I use will also be there. Okay, let's get to it. So Fenty Beauty dropped the Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. Now, a lot of companies have been coming out with tinted moisturizers, hydrators, serum foundations. Like, I've been reviewing it all, though I have oily skin. And I am very excited for this product actually, because this is giving more of a natural finish, and from the pictures that I've seen, it looks matte, sweetie, and what? That is what I want. I want a natural finish that's not too dewy. Yes, I love the LYS Serum Foundation, but like, I can't, when could I use it? Winter and like beginning of spring, and then probably like fall. But you know, I think this is going to be like a staple in the routine as well. So this bottle is quite small. Wow, I didn't expect it to be this small. So this is it next to Pro Filter Soft Matte. It retails for $29.50. So usually skin tints or tinted moisturizers come in like 5 to 12 shades. So it's really good that Fenty Beauty, you know, dropped it in 25. So it says a lightweight, buildable, light to medium coverage skin tint that leaves skin looking blurred and smoothed in flexible shades for all. Okay, so Fenty Beauty came out with like a guide because it's 25 shades, and you know, they have 50 shades of foundation. So they have a little guide that will assist you in choosing your shade. So this is on their Instagram page, and it shows you light, it shows you light medium, it shows you medium, medium deep, and also deep. So I am Fenty Beauty 450, so I decided to get 21. So if you're 440, 445, or 450, they recommend 21. Now I went to the store and I thought that 21 looked a bit too olive in my opinion. I even saw the Style and Beauty doc try it and it looked pretty olive on her too. But I know that the coverage is super light, so let's see how it will kind of just blend into my skin. 20 was definitely too light, and then 22, though it was perfect undertone, it was just too dark. If you want to see it without a primer, check me out on TikTok. I'm gonna do a review where it's like very barely there makeup, no setup prime, nothing. Check your girl out on TikTok. I'm gonna do it over there. So I got this primer from First Aid Beauty called Pores Be Gone Matte Primer with Fig Extract. So I'm gonna be trying this out today. Shake well, apply a few drops with fingers or a full-bodied foundation brush made to layer with your skincare and primer. On one side of my face, I'm gonna use primer, and on the other side, I'm not. So on this side, no primer. This is the only shade that we have, y'all. Let's get it zoomed in. This is looking so green. Oh my god. I'm dying. I don't know if it's gonna even out or what, but a shade really like governs the way that I feel about foundation. It governs the way that I feel about it a lot. So like if I can't find my shade, I don't like the foundation. I don't know, am I the only one who's like that? So this has a light fragrance in it, very light. The consistency is kind of like a serum. Okay, so this is it right here, looking mad green, also looking a little dark for me, but that's okay because you know summer is coming. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm also not loving applying it with my fingers because I don't really like to do that, but you know, for demo purposes, I will oblige and use the tint how they said to use it. So I feel like the coverage is pretty good. I am shocked with the coverage. So you guys could see this is not a perfect match for me. Like Fenty Beauty Soft Matte 450 is my skin in a bottle. This is not. Okay, on the other side of my face, I'm gonna use the Hello Fab primer that I was telling you guys about. Ooh, this actually feels really nice. It's like a mix between silicone and like a moisturizer. Ooh, this feels really good. It just blends, no pilling, it's not interacting with my other skincare. Today I did a belief routine, so I'll put everything that I use in the description box. All right, so that's just with the primer. Wow, I like the primer, y'all. Okay, and this is with the skin tint. Honestly, I think my skin looks better without it. Wow. I am cracking up. Y'all know I'm a Fenty stan, right? So like when a Fenty product doesn't work for me, I'm just like, is this real life? Because what? Okay, let's do this side with our fingers again, even though I hate using my fingers, but let's just do it. Y'all, using this over the primer feels so good. I like it. This primer, I didn't know about this. Have you guys ever heard about this primer? I feel like I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but okay. I wonder why. Like, does it not keep your face matte? Because it feels amazing. Yo, this is looking mad olive. Like, I ain't lying. Looking mad olive, not the orangey red shade that I love. You know, I have an affinity for like red / orange undertones, and this doesn't have it. Now the match is pretty good, right? So look at it from here and to my chest. It's just not what I'm accustomed to. So that's why I'm complaining a little bit, but it looks good. It does look good. I could tell that it's a bit olive in my mirror here and on camera too, but you know, that could be fixed. I would also say that you might want to color correct, even conceal a little bit under this if you don't want to do so much makeup. Like do that first and then put this on above it. I think you would really like that. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna eat my words a little bit. That is why you should never like rush into judging something. The shade match looks pretty good. It feels like I just have moisturizer on. I don't have a lot of blemishes to begin with, but I feel like this definitely gives me even skin tone. You're not seeing the little bit of darkness I have under my eyes has been corrected. My moles are not that visible. I feel like I want to put just a little bit more under my eyes, just a little bit. This feels like moisturizer, y'all. It's amazing. On the side with the primer, is gliding on just a little bit easier. Is that primer? I'm gonna have to read the claims for you guys. It feels silicone-y but like moisturizing at the same time. I don't know how this product would work with a brush or even with a sponge. I feel like your hands are really the best thing to use to apply with, even though I hate using my hands. I feel like for this I would use my hands because it feels like a moisturizer. I don't want, you know, to waste it in a brush or have the product sucked into like a sponge. This primer retails for $30. Okay, that's kind of expensive. It feels really good though. Oil-free matte finish primer that instantly blurs the appearance of pores and grips makeup for long lasting wear. Ooh. Now I'm just gonna go in with the Pat McGrath concealer. I could kind of get used to look, you know, to my skin looking like skin. I could get used to this. All right, so this is the final look. It is now 11:36 a.m. So today I'm actually going out with some friends. I'm gonna come back way after 4+ hours. But as of now, I think it doesn't look that green anymore. Oh, one more thing, I didn't powder, so I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty powder foundation. This is in the shade 450, and I'm just going to like gently, not trying to disrupt anything, just like lightly set. Okay, so everything that I use will be in the description box below, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is me in daylight. It's looking pretty good. It is dewy. Fenty Beauty foundation might not be the best thing to set it with because it's still making me glowy. So we'll see how it goes throughout the day. I think I've had it on for about 4 hours actually, or 3 hours. So yeah, this is how we're looking. Still very fresh, but the grease is coming out. Alright guys, it is day 2. I wasn't able to check in with you last night because I was so tired. We got home really late, but I still wanted to come back and update you on how the skin tint held up. So I would say 2 hours later, my oils really started to come out. You know the drill, right? If you have oily skin, you know the drill. Using the Fenty Beauty foundation powder, that didn't really sap up the oil. So I don't know why I keep using that as a blood powder. It is not a blood powder. It's more of like to reset your face and kind of make everything even. It doesn't really like suck oil. So I would recommend using a blood powder instead of like a foundation powder. The next thing is, I think the match was pretty good. My face looked great, as you can see from the check-in. It looked great in natural light, so I was bugging at first, but I think that 21 is a perfect match. Well, I think that 21 is a great match. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but like it works, right? So I'm gonna give this 3.5 stars just because I got really greasy, y'all. Like, it was inevitable. It did start off quite natural looking and matte, but then the oils came out, so 3.5. I wish I could give it higher stars, but you're gonna be greasy. I feel like even the side that I used the primer was greasy, so that primer didn't really help. Maybe next time that I use it, I would use a Fenty Beauty matte primer and see how that one does. And then even the Smashbox All Control primer, I'll see how that one does. But I like it. It's a very lightweight. You don't feel it on your skin at all. It's almost like you're rubbing moisturizer in, like I was saying before. And I like that. If you kind of want just barely there makeup like I have one today, you could do that. Or if you want like a full beat like I did yesterday, you could do that. So I like that it's also versatile in that way. Today I used Fenty Beauty concealer and that also worked really well. I would say it even worked better than the Pat McGrath concealer. I just feel like Fenty products work well together and that is probably why. But if you have any more questions about the skin tint, definitely leave them down below. I will gladly answer. Let me know if you think 3.5 was too harsh. I gave this the LYS 3.5 and I'm giving this 3.5 as well for oil control. Do I really like it? Yes. Will I continue to wear it? Yes. I think this is a really good work option for me. You know, some days I may want to do a little light beat. This is what I would probably do for work, and I feel like if you're wearing light makeup to work, you would also like it. And if you don't want the full coverage and you're more of just evening out your skin tone, I think it's a really great option. You know, you can follow me on my social media platforms. It's Luda on Instagram and on TikTok, and The Beat Inc. on Facebook. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.